Oh wait, no, that's not Andromeda.
Oh, no?
It's just another super glared identity that we can't see. Sorry about that, folks.
This is definitely not Andy. This is definitely probably Noise. I've seen Cash. So yeah, this is a Noise deck. Absolutely.
Yeah.
So this is gonna be interesting. Noise versus PE.
Sorry about the confusion, guys.
You
It is
apologize.
indeed Noise. And Noise versus Personal Evolution is, I think, favored for Noise.
Absolutely. I mean, all you have to do is draw enough cards and then run the archives.
Yeah.
You know.
Oh, Mushin. Always fun.
Oh, wow. So Mushin, triple advance.
All right, what is it?
It's not an agenda. I'm thinking, because, I mean, you don't care if they score points. It's not a big deal, right?
Right.
So, you let it sit. That's fine. I'm thinking it's either a Ronin, most likely.
Okay.
I could see being a Ronin early. I don't think it's a June bug.
Well, if it's a Ronin, he's just like dead right now.
Well, he'd take 3 damage.
I think he only has 1 card in his hand.
Oh no. He's got to have more cards than 10. He used. Yeah,
Oh, no,
3
yes.
cards in hand. Yep. So yeah, he's fine. All right, so now this gets interesting. So quickly scoring, sure. So taking the damage. Plot. That's actually kind of an interesting card against this deck.
Oh, man.
Oh, wow.
It was an agenda.
It was an agenda. Oof,
That's the
pretty
thing.
rough.
I mean, it's fairly likely that Noise isn't going to run on that first turn.
Right.
So.
Right. Absolutely. Well, I think that's. I mean, you give up a point. It's not a big deal. I think that's fine.
All right, Kenny off to a great start already. He's at 2 points.
Yep. Aaron's got one chop and the wild type up already, so that's
It's true. And Wildside is really good in this matchup.
great for him, especially against this deck. You don't have to worry about. And the pancakes. So he's got the full combo
Okay.
ready to come out. I mean, this matchup is definitely a war of attrition. I mean, it's a grinder. It really is.
He's got 2 points. All right, still, whenever Jinteki scores the early Arcology, it's so nice because it just fixes your money problems
Oh,
really well.
absolutely. So, looks like Aaron here just playing standard Noise. It's unfortunate for him that he hasn't really drawn into really any of his viruses to start disrupting, some of what Kenny is doing here. So there's the imp. It's an interesting play when there's nothing to actually imp. Because odds are, you can see Kenny probably just purged the counters, right?
Right. Well, I mean, he can just go into the hand.
Oh, absolutely, that's true.
And I think that's...
Yep, that's what it's absolutely doing.
Oh, Triggerlight's a great hit.
Interesting. Wow, yeah.
But an unusual one in P's, so
yeah, you
he's
don't
kind of
see
a
it
different
very
deck.
common. So, and this seems like a slightly less standard Cambridge.
Yep.
So I'm curious what other tricks what did he cut to fit in these Triggerlights? So, what do you think? I mean, it looks like Aaron has a lot of stuff he really doesn't need in his hand right now.
I'd be running.
Yep. Right, so, taking 3. Yep. So, Pawn Shop, Deja Vu.
Pawn shop set. But,
He already has a Pawn Shop, so...
Oh, yeah, you
Yep.
already played it, and plus you don't even need money
Yep.
that badly in this matchup.
No, against this deck
so.
you really don't need it. And deciding if he wants to draw one last time. There he goes. All right. So no pancakes. 3 peddler. All right. There we go. So it's damage versus damage. Kenny's sitting low on cards, so it looks like he's spent his turn drawing up, which I think is fine.
Alright, there we go. You need to protect his hand.
Yeah, absolutely.
Selling away the Data Sucker, which isn't going to do anything in this matchup.
The medium. This is always a risky card against Jinteki.
Yes.
I mean, it's nice seeing multiple cards, but, obviousness of just killing yourself. So, Data Sucker number 2. play Lamprey, I think is fine. I think you really want to get in somewhere to use your last encounter here.
Yeah, I think so too. But
So I think the Lamprey just really pressures the Corrupted Purge right here. You know, Kenny's feeling pretty comfortable, so I don't think he's too worried about Lamprey right now.
Oh, man.
Oh man. So quick 3 points. You know, obviously the hard part. You know, I mean, a lot of these decks you need to score 7 agendas.
Yes.
You know, which isn't easy. So going down 3-2, you know,
it's the medium.
It's not terrible.
Nah, it could be worse, and
Then again, you know, against things like this, I mean, it's not really any good way for you to stop these 2-1s from being scored.
yes.
So. All right, so Aaron's just kind of building up the bank right now. I think he's really hoping he can find any of his breakers. He'd really like to start running R&D.
Well, I mean, he's probably only running like Faust. You know.
It's a good probability. I would, you know, with a lot of HB currently in the meta, I feel like a lot of noise decks have really moved to a Yogg, just at least one Yogg, just to get through some things. You know.
All right, so we have our archives run finally.
So there's a biotic in there.
What? Okay, so this is.
Oh wow!
This is a deck built around scoring 1-pointers.
Absolutely, so this is really interesting.
It's actually trying to just.
So it's actually trying to score points.
Yeah.
Huh.
Really cool.
Well, you know, the nice thing, I mean, that gives Aaron so much information right
Oh
there.
yeah, and seeing the biotics and everything. Like,
Absolutely. I mean,
that's a big deal.
That's a huge deal.
And now he's up to 4. He's taking the lead.
Yep. So now you're considerably less worried about, you know, a lot of the common ways of dying, I think, to Jinteki decks.
Yeah.
You know, the install advance is not something you're too worried about. Yeah, I think Aaron's a little confused.
Yeah.
I would
Like,
be too.
hey, what's going on over
What
here?
is in this thing? So, you got here for Kenny. You know, I think Aaron, seeing what's there, would just love to start hitting RNG. You know, I don't think there's too much in there he's worried about nowadays, except for maybe snares. That's really about it. So, all right. So he's got the Faust in hand.
Yep, there it is.
He's got 2 of them actually.
I mean, it's kind of unfortunate against Jinteki, though.
Oh, it is.
You're not exactly thrilled about discarding cards out of your hand.
No, I mean you're slowly killing yourself. It seems counterintuitive, but you know, with Faust being the only thing against this deck, it's really you don't have an option.
I think we would be fine just playing viruses, playing a few more
Just mill it
viruses,
out.
and
I agree.
I don't think Kenny's able to move fast enough if he's going to score a bunch of 3-1s.
Yeah, getting 4 more 3-1s it's going to take some time.
You know, it's not like scoring Feudals is much faster.
Right,
So.
absolutely. You know, I think I'd like to see Aaron put down the Faust, run some ice. I mean, he has Parasite in hand just so he can play another virus. This is interesting. So these cards have been face down for quite a
Yeah,
while.
I don't like
there it
that.
is, yeah.
I mean, he would have scored them already.
Yep, absolutely, I agree. Well, I mean, I guess on the plus side, that's one less scenario you have to worry about hitting an R&D.
Yeah.
Or in hand. So, I think you just leave it there. You don't even need to trash it, right? You don't have to worry about it getting Jackson back. At least not immediately. Right, so another Mushin card. You know, we haven't seen anything discarded that would make me think that, you know, outside of Snare, there's not a lot of damage I can see coming out of installed cards right now.
No, although...
Psychic Field.
What influence have we seen? We've seen Biotics.
Biotic, yep.
And what else? Anything?
I think that's it. I don't think we've seen any of their influence yet. I mean, this deck is all in on the fast advance of Triple Lights and Biotics.
Yeah. I mean, because of the Trick of Light, you're less likely to run this Mushin thing, just in general. But
So, yep.
Oh,
The
Jesus.
Junebug.
I, we said it, but he
Yeah.
disagreed.
Yep, but at least Aaron gets 3 cards, I suppose.
Yeah. But I just can't help but think that was definitely wrong.
Yep. I mean, again, you're up 4-3. You're not in any pressure
Yeah.
to lose here. You know, so again, seeing Snare being hit, seeing Junebugs, you know, R&D just feels real juicy.
Yeah. But he lost his Fausts.
Lost both of them. That's pretty rough. I think he's got a clone chip in hand, so I think he should be okay. But you know, Aaron's running out of cards very quickly.
Yeah, I think he needed to be focusing on just playing out his viruses.
Yep.
Getting the mills.
Absolutely.
Not running into Mushin cards.
Right. Yeah, I would agree.
All right, well.
So triple install.
Shell games time.
Yep. So you're probably thinking second field, maybe another snare.
There's probably at least one of them is a snare. Maybe with one agenda.
Maybe. So Clot for the mill. I think that's fine. You get $1 back next turn anyways. There's the clone chip, get the Faust back. You know, I think you just hit up R&D. Again, the hard part is you're so low on cards, you can't really run that often.
Yep.
So, looks like he's signed his score. So, triple advance, triple advance, no score. Yep, there it is. Oh.
Oh, brutal.
Oh, that's... Man, Aaron's just getting dismantled here, unfortunately.
He really is.
Yep.
I mean, that just turned off the clone chips.
Yep.
Oh,
Yeah.
Gross.
Faust is out of the deck.
absolutely gross.
Yep. I don't know if there's another Faust left.
And it killed the clot. You know.
I guess you just run R&D and see what that ice is. I don't know what else you have to do. Maybe you hope you have a Faust left in your deck, but
Well, it's that or you try to mill your way to victory here, but
I feel like Aaron doesn't have enough left to mill anything.
yeah.
I think it's the problem.
All right, there's the medium.
Might as well. Time to go ham.
Big plays, Don.
And maybe it's a pup. Maybe you don't have to worry about it.
Hey,
Yeah,
that's
that'd be fantastic.
it's actually pretty reasonable. I mean,
Or Yagura. I mean, anything like that. You know, we haven't seen any other ice yet besides the first 2 that Kenny's put down. So more recon needed for Kenny.
no, and I mean, considering that he's playing against Noise, it's not a surprise that we were never really going to see much ice rest this
No, that's true. So I think you let that Mushin card pass. I don't think there's anything you can do about it.
Yeah.
You know, you can't risk it being in Junebug.
Mimic.
Looking for the Mimic. All right, so now you definitely start running R&D. I don't think there's anything left for
Yeah,
you to
you
look
got
for.
to make a run.
Yep, absolutely.
There we go. See the pup? Come
Oh,
on in.
Komainu.
That's fine.
That's
He's
fine.
got money.
I think he has a Parasite in hand. Also, which is good.
Yeah.
So 2 cards. There's 1. So the hard part is you got to worry about running out of cards to score out agendas.
Yep. Croter he doesn't need.
Yep. Oh, there's a second one. So 1 point away.
Oh,
This is real close. So you got 3 cards in hand. You worried about... I think you draw up and then you hit 3 cards next turn. I think is what you do.
Yeah.
I think you're fine right now. I mean, you're up 6-4. You're not worried about him winning right here.
No. I mean, worst case, he scores a fetal.
Yep.
Goes down to 3, which is under snare money.
Right.
Like,
You know, and Aaron's holding that Parasite, so he didn't even have to worry about that Komayuna next turn. He just immediately dies. Interestingly, we haven't seen any Jacksons yet either.
Yeah, huh? We have seen 0 Jacksons.
Yeah, it's really surprising. I think Aaron here is deciding if he wants to run again or if he wants to draw.
All in.
Oh, he's going
Here
for
we
it.
go.
This is it.
This plan could backfire hilariously. I mean, your opponent Kenny cannot win next turn, pretty much.
Right.
So.
See, I would wait. I
Yeah.
mean, because you have to fear hitting a snare into a fetal.
Yeah.
You know, next turn you don't have to worry about it. You don't unless Kenny clicks 3 times. You don't need to worry about double snare because you won't have 8 credits. So I think I'd like to see Aaron just draw, pass the turn, and then hit RNG. You can parasite the Komaino and then run 3 times. I think it's fine.
He's milling here.
Yep.
Okay, that's.
I think that's totally fine.
Totally reasonable. I just don't want him going into R&D.
Right, I agree. Oh, so there's the Jackson. There it is. All right. So snare, for sure. Well, the interesting thing is, so this Jackson's on the table. So I think if you're Kenny, you have to click for 3 credits, just so you have the capability of firing 2 snares. Because I don't think there's anything really else in his deck that.
Well, it depends on what that triple advance card is.
Sure. Well, I think there's a good chance with Aaron sitting at 6 points that Kenny just loses next turn.
Yeah, I think so too. In which case he just goes for a lucky double snare, maybe.
Right.
But if Aaron is just going for the mill victory, that's not going to happen.
Absolutely.
Just thinking. What do we got? Money.
Oh, okay. Medical research. Medical fundraiser? Medical fundraiser.
Yeah. And then he ices R&D.
Yep. Well, so now the worry is, that's something like an Eli or a Yagura.
Yeah.
You can't afford to waste your parasite.
There you go. I like the running the hand with the imp token. And
so pin 5. Yep, I think that's fine. Yep, losing a credit.
And the Lamprey's a big deal
Yep,
here.
now he doesn't have to worry about snare anymore.
Yeah. Kill it. Yeah.
Yep,
that's
absolutely.
huge. Now you can just parasite the Kamainu and go Lamprey the hell out of his hand.
Oh, and there's the game. Oh,
man.
wow. Wow, amazing comeback here from Aaron.
Well done.
Wow. Well played from Aaron, bringing it back. 1-1. Splitting the match here for both these guys. I really thought Aaron was in trouble.
Yeah, me too.
You know?
Right when he hit that June bug, I was like, oh boy.
Yep, absolutely. And then getting his heap shut down. I mean.
But then the fundamental advantage of noise over P just came through at the end. It's like,
well, having that clutch mimic.
Yeah.
At the bottom of your deck.
Like the
finally.
mimic was pretty clutch. Yeah.
Absolutely.